Woo. Good morning, guys. I've been up a little while now, hour and a half or so. Got up to do a bit of shooting with the sunrise, but didn't really get it. It was quite overcast, and just as I start to film myself, the sun comes out, getting in the way. So last night, got in the tarp last night, leaving Simon by the fire with his wine, and the hail just came down really heavy. But everything was fine, nothing was coming in or anything, no wind really coming in the shelter, which was pretty nice. Very cosy night. I did have to put sit pad and our life jackets slightly under one side because there was a bit of a dip, but I knew I was going to have to do that, so I was prepared. Late last night I did wake up and I did hear some wolves. They were quite far off to the west. Didn't go on for that long, but I did hear them, and I was pretty happy about that, because the moose I supposedly heard the other day turned out to be a cow. We paddled around in the direction we heard the noise, and there was a couple of cows down by the lake. I'm just having a little pre-breakfast of some orange. I'm really glad last minute I grabbed a load of fruit from the shop before we set off. After being ill, the first thing I had was an orange. I couldn't really face any proper food, and it just made me feel so much better. Got some dextrose tablets as well, because I raided a Dutch Army ration before leaving. That's where my dry food stuff and that come from, and I thought I'd throw them in just for energy and stuff, but after being ill I think they've probably helped a lot as well, so lots of vitamin C. Yeah, so I'm just going to chill out for a bit, finish off my orange, maybe have a bit of a tidy up, light the fire and wait for Simon to get up. We're in no rush at all today, because we've got such a short paddle. May even take a long way round, go to the other side of the lake and back round, see how we feel, to the next camp spot. And that is that. Well, we've had breakfast, packed away and everything. We're just waiting for a hailstorm that's rolled in to pass by, and waiting for the fire just to run its course. But this weather comes in awfully fast, really does. It's so changeable. It's good to have experienced everything. We've had the snow, the hail, we've had rain, we've had sunshine, wind, we've had everything. So just wait for this to pass. There's some blue skies on the horizon, then we're going to set off for the next camp spot. Well, we're saying goodbye to the island. You can see it directly behind me there. Been a nice place. We've tidied up some rubbish that wasn't even ours, and because we processed so much firewood, we've left quite a lot behind. So the next people to use that campsite are going to be pretty sorted. We're just making our way over across the lake and then up this shoreline to the next spot. Like I said, it's only about just over 2 kilometres, so shouldn't take too long at all, which is good. Might even have a paddle around the area once we get there, just because we're not on the water too much. And Simon's just catching up behind me there. Been doing some filming. I don't know how the sound's going to come out here with the waterproof case on. But we've come to this camp and we're not happy with it at all. All it is the end of like a logging trail. Toilet with a bin, and not even really a fire pit. Just a couple of rocks around where a fire's been. Not very happy. There's just nowhere to string a tarp up, nowhere to flat anywhere. So we're going to head back down in the direction of Ed, so we've got a little less paddling to do tomorrow. Maybe wild camp, we'll see. There's a house still coming down.
Well, that was hard work. What did you think of that?
That was hard work. That was brutal.
That really picked up. We had the wind. It howled at one point, didn't it, as well?
Yeah,
with the waves coming towards us.
Big lumpy wind waves.
That was a bit of a workout. I didn't feel like I was making any headway at one point.
I don't think we were.
No. But you couldn't stop because you'd go backwards. Yeah, we got to where we were headed. So we're just taking a 5-minute break. Then we're going to hug the shoreline a little more. It seems to be dying down out there a bit now as well. I think we just hit a little weather. So we're just going to paddle on down a little bit more and keep an eye out for a spot not too dissimilar to what we found here, just a bit flatter. Oh. Well, we've been hit with it today. We've had everything. The howl, the wind, the wind's coming from the side of us and everything. It's been quite demanding. As I said before, we was coming along looking for a camp spot along this side, somewhere on the way back, and we found this spot, which, well, to be honest, was going to have to do because we were running low. We were cold and wet, and kind of running out of energy with this side wind hitting us, kind of trying to drag us into every bay, and yeah, it was time. So luckily it's not too bad, is it?
It's pretty good. It's quite a nice little spot.
It's pretty good. We've got a little wooded area on a little peninsula that you see us on here. There was a ready-made fire pit here which we just got going straight away, and got our sealskins straight on it because they're soaked through. And right next to it, a bit more inland, there's they've harvested a load of the trees, birch and pine, that were in there. So we've been going around looking for the bits they've kind of left behind, and we've got quite a lot of wood together already. Yes, so we've got out of our wet clothes, drying off what we can, into some dry, and we're starting to feel human again. So we're going to start making this place a bit more like home, finish collecting firewood and prepping that, and get back to normality. What I did notice when we came in straight away was scattered around, I think some was around here, was some moose poo. Or so I identify it anyway. Here's another pile of that moose poo. Appears to be quite old. Yeah, quite dry. So maybe they were coming in here when there was more trees, but I reckon they were coming in and making their way down to where we are, where they can get down to the water to drink easily. And incidentally, this is the area I was talking about that's been harvested. So you can see a few logs laying around and things. Table. So Simon's setup is same as he had last night basically. I suppose mine is too really. It's hard to find a flat spot in here once again. Not because of my picking of a pitch this time, but I picked these two trees. They looked far enough apart. They are, I think, exactly 3 meters by the looks of things. So I couldn't really get on my prussics properly. So sagging very slightly, and the ground is uneven. But it's, you know, it's fine. It's going to work. Just the same setup inside there. I'll just show you the other side. You can see the uneven ground again. And yeah, access is easier from this side. It's blocking the wind from both sides, and then you've got the big rock over there. So, should be golden. Well, how's this for authenticity? Socks drying around the fireplace. We are starving. We never really had lunch. We had some beef jerky in the canoes. So we're just going mountain houses. Simon was sent these for us to have by
Kimberly.
Kimberly. So thank you, Kimberly, if you're watching this video. Much appreciated. I selected the Italian style pepper steak, and Simon has chili mac with beef. Picked that one because I've had a lot of these chilies and stuff before, and I thought that sounded a bit different. And they're 2.5 servings, I believe, or two. Yeah. Oh, mine's 2. Yours is 2.5. But I think we deserve it because we skipped lunch. So we're going to get these going. They're just dehydrated. Just add water. Get some energy back. Well, behind that little island there is the bigger island we stayed on last night, and you can see here what we originally thought was mist coming in is clearly rain and hail again. So just put everything under the shelters, and the rain is just starting now, so I'm going to run inside before we get soaked.
Good morning, guys. Pardon the sort of kit bomb in the background. We did rush to bed last night a bit. We were knackered. We had that weather front come in, just howled down again constantly. We were tired from long hard paddle. So yeah, we just turned in. We knew we was getting up early today as well. You can probably see from the bags under my eyes. Slept through like a log though. Wasn't cold at all, just layered up in the bag, in the bivvy. Slept right through. Solid. Lovely. Yeah, plan is just stuff some breakfast in, take down and get going really. We've got, I think it's between 7 and 8k, something like that, back down to Ed, where we put in. And we've got a train to catch to get us to Gothenburg to get our flight home. So yeah, Simon's just got a fire started out there, and have a little breakfast.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, mate.
What have we got here? Let's get up
Pancakes.
to, eh?
Pancakes, energy for the paddle home.
Ooh, yeah.
And bacon.
Pancakes and bacon.
Oh yeah.
And at least so far it doesn't seem the wind is against us. We're hopeful it's going to be behind us.
Excuse your fingers.
1,
2, 3,
3
and
pancakes. A half.
a half. And bacon.
Bacon me up, sir.
2,
Doesn't have to be exact.
3, 4. It does. It's a fine art. It's a bit of a funny shaped one, that one, but there you go. 1, 2, 3.
Funny shaped
4,
pig.
5. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
What a good amount of syrup. This should give us some energy for the trip back.
Syrup's already escaping.
Right, we're all packed up. We're done with this place. We're done with this campsite. Left it how we found it, except with some extra firewood for the next people, and some extra bits as well that we've found laying around and collected. So hopefully they're grateful, because we were grateful to find this spot, wasn't we?
There was a bit of firewood here, wasn't there, when we arrived?
There's a couple of bits.
Nice enough to get that fire going initially.
Yeah, we've left a hell of a lot more.
Always nice to arrive somewhere where there's some wood.
Yes, that's it. We're just going to have our last paddle back, which is 7-8 kilometres ish, to Ed, where we started off, to Colondale, put the boats back and get our train to Gothenburg. So hope you've enjoyed this adventure. It's been a dream come true, really, hasn't it, for both of us?
It's been absolutely fantastic.
Been talking about it a while, and
Yeah.
we've finally done it.
Yeah.
It's gone very quickly.
We didn't see any moose.
No moose. We've still got the paddle back. We've seen moose poo, so that's the next best thing.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so yes, thank you guys for watching. Thanks Simon for joining me.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Couldn't have had anyone better to do it with.
Likewise, mate. Likewise. Be
That
good.
was it, no pressure. Right, thank you guys, see you later.